viewers, good to have you join us on NSTV News. I am Pamela Duma. First, the headlines. Former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago sympathized with the people of Bargu over a boat mishap. Niger State Governor assures the military of his administration's continued support in the fight against insecurity. Niger State House of Assembly Standing Committee on Transportation visit MDA under its jurisdiction. Now the news info. Former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago has sympathized with the people of Bargu local government area over a boat mishap along Gasua community in Malali ward of Bargu local government area of Niger State that claimed many lives. In a press statement through his Chief Press Secretary Bologi Ibrahim, the former governor described the boat's mishap as a devastating and heartbreaking, saying it is one too many. He expressed concern over the rising cases of boat mishap in recent times in several communities in the state, despite government efforts both at the federal, state, and local levels. The former governor stressed that his administration will ensure strict compliance with all the safety regulations of the waterways transportation through regular monitoring and evaluation, warning that violators will be sanctioned. He applauded the team of Niger State Emergency Management Agency, the National Inland Waterways Authority, local divers and community volunteers who immediately mobilized themselves for rescue operations. While extending his condolence especially to the family of the victim, the former governor prayed Allah for the repose of the souls of the deceased, grant quick recovery to those injured, and comfort all that are experiencing profound grief and sorrow as a result of the mishap. He assured that government, through relevant authorities, will provide support to the survivors and families of the deceased. Niger State Emergency Management Agency has confirmed a boat mishap at Gaisua community in the Malali ward of Bargu local government area of the state. Confirming the incident, the public relations officer of Niger State Emergency Management Agency, Hosseini Ibrahim, said, according to a report from the desk editor of the agency in Bargu, who led the search and rescue operation, the incident occurred on September 2nd at about 11:30 in the morning. The boat, which left Tungan Sule in Shagunu ward with about 90 passengers, including women and children, heading to Donga community for a condolence visit, was said to have collided with a tree stump due to overload. According to the statement, 29 bodies have been recovered, 50 people rescued alive, while few others are still missing, adding that efforts are being intensified to find the missing persons. Former Governor Muhammad Umar Bago has assured the military of his administration's continued support in the fight against insecurity. The governor, represented by his deputy comrade Yakubu Garba, gave the assurance while receiving the general officer commanding 1 Mechanized Division Kaduna, Major General Abubakar Mohammed Wase, at the government house. Mina, the reports. Governor Bago, who appreciated them for the visit, commended the armed forces and other security agencies for their relentless effort in curbing terrorism and other crimes, urging them to sustain the tempo until peace is fully restored across the country.
The tribal commandant, that one and that of 18 brigades, since their session in office in the United States, have been doing very wonderful to us. We are seeing progress in terms of reducing demands of this banditry in the United States. Their working relationship with us, I think I cannot digress their predecessors, but I think their own is wonderful. Because in every point in time we need their attention. They are always there for us. and hardly you will not find them in the States. And that is the best way to encourage the younger ones to perform very well at the field.
Earlier, Major General Wasi explained that his visit was to inspect brigade commands in Mina and Bidda and to have first-hand information about military formation in their command, stressing that Niger State remains a strategic front line in ongoing operation under the Joint Task Force operation in Northwest known as Operation Fansan Yamma, and assured their continued efforts in the fight against insecurity.
It is the tradition of the Nigerian Army that when a commander takes over command of a new unit, he goes on familiarization visits to formations and units under command. And that's precisely what I'm doing today by coming to Mina to see the 31 Brigade as well as the 18 Brigade that's in Bidda. In a nutshell, Your Excellency, we want to seek for your continuous support and cooperation in order to make our work easier.
Pamela Duma, reporting for NSTV News. Teachers in the state are getting a boost as the government reaffirms its commitment to their welfare and professional development. This assurance came during the flag-off of a 3-day training workshop for teachers, school administrators, and early childhood care development and education instructors, which took place at the State Teachers Professional Development Institute in Mina. The reports. Governor Umar Mohammed Bago, represented by his deputy Comrade Yakubu Garba, said improving the welfare and capacity of teachers remain a top priority of the present administration. He explained that the administration is committed to revamping the school, improving infrastructure, and ensuring teachers get the best incentive. He urged the teachers to embrace professionalism and use the training to improve learning outcome for pupils across the state.
The representative of the registrar says Niger State's subscription of license registration is about 85%. He did not cut all the states, which I believe if he cut other states, Niger State will be among the top leading states that has done very well. But despite that, we want Niger State to continue leading in the whole federation. I want to encourage them that 15% gap is not okay for us. They should try to amend this to be 100% in terms of their annual subscription.
Speaking, the immediate past Commissioner of Basic and Secondary Education, Dr. Adiza Mohammed, said the workshop is part of former Governor Mohammed Marubago's administration's commitment to transforming education under the new Niger agenda. She said the training focuses on 3 key areas, which include teaching excellence, inclusive early childhood education, and sustainable school leadership. Adiza stressed that teachers remain at the heart of educational reform, urging participants to take the training seriously and return as ambassadors of change in their schools and communities.
The quality of education can never exceed the quality of the teachers we have. Our goal is to equip you, our teachers, with updated knowledge, modern pedagogical techniques, and the tools to inspire excellence in the classroom. The inclusive early child education, because every child, regardless of background, ability, or circumstances, deserve a strong start. This component of the training will emphasize the importance of quality, inclusion, sensitivity in early learning environments.
In his part, the director of Teachers Professional Development Institute, Dr. Usaini Usman, commended former Governor Mohammed Umar Bago for his commitment towards improving the education system of the state.
We are committed to the principle that no education system can rise above the quality of teachers. This training is therefore a deliberate effort to build competence, strengthen leadership, and promote inclusiveness in our education sector.
The 3-day workshop brought together educators from across the 25 local government areas of the state. Pamela Doma reporting for NSTV News. Niger State Governor Farmer Muhammad Umar Bago has received the Sonian Asusu Nupe Hajia Aisha Ndanusa Ahmed on a thank you visit. The Sonian Asusu Nupe, a former deputy governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, was at the Niger State Liaison Office in Abuja to appreciate the support of the former governor. The former governor described her as a dedicated woman whose hard work and service to humanity have made her stand out among her peers. He congratulated her on her recent turbaning as the Sonian Asusu Nupe by the Etsu Nupe and chairman Niger State Council of Traditional Rulers, Alhaji Yaya Abubakar, saying she deserved the traditional title. The former governor encouraged her to see her traditional title as another opportunity to continue to serve humanity and strive for the growth and development of not only the Nupe Kingdom, but also the state and Nigeria as a whole. Niger State House of Assembly Standing Committee on Transportation, led by its chairman, Honorable Ahmed Mohammed, member representing Edati constituency, has embarked on an oversight function to ministry, department, and agency under its supervision. The committee visited the ministry and NSCA to ensure effective service delivery and compliance with statutory mandates. Speaking during the visit, Honorable Ahmed Mohammed emphasized that the oversight function is part of the committee's constitutional mandate aimed at ensuring that things are done in the right way for the benefit of the people of the states. He appealed for synergy between the executive directors and staff of the Niger State Motor Vehicle Administration Agency to cooperate and work together to achieve the agency's goal and objective. Addressing the committee members, the Executive Director, Niger State Motor Vehicle Administration Agency, Engineer Danladi Mohammed, thanked the committee for the visit, assuring them that they would put an end to their differences in the interest of peace and achieving the agency's goals and mandates. International Public Relations, in conjunction with Department of Mass Communication of the Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai, has held a one-day symposium with the theme Nigeria Global Image, Bridging the Perception Gap, the Strategies and Challenges Before Nigeria's Reputation Management Group. The event attracted key media practitioners and dignitaries within and outside the state, held at the auditorium of IBBU Lapai. Now, the reports.
In his lecture to do justice to the theme, Public Relations as a Tool in Fostering Peace, a case of the Nigerian Must Go saga in Ghana, the guest speaker at the symposium and a fellow of Nigerian Public Relations, Akin Agbejuli, said students of mass communication need to know what is trending in the society so that whenever they graduate, it will not be a new thing for them anymore. He admonished students and Nigerians to always promote the good image of Nigeria and media sector for the overall development of the society.
Quite a whole lot, because I was quite very cautious of the workload of what we're going to be giving. There's a lot of information that we had to share, but we have to make sure that we are very pointed in some of them so they can assimilate and go back to it. But we talked about the practice itself, the profession, and what is current and trending now in Nigeria and beyond, and then how to benefit when they become members. Those are the basic ones that we thought was enough for them to go with.
In his remarks, the head of the Department of Mass Communication of Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai, Dr. Tenange Ende, said the symptoms from path-class activities aim to develop students through lectures from different speakers of the symposium.
Yeah, this is a class activity actually. We train our students in mass communication in all the sub-disciplines of communication: journalism, advertising, public relations, development communication, and all those things. So in the course of the training, we ask them to showcase the skills they have learned in the theoretical courses. And of course, in international public relations, which has to do with interacting with national personalities and stakeholders across borders, we always bring personalities outside the university so that they can interact with the students, so that they can throw more light on things that the students can experience in typical international public relations settings. That is why today we were able to attract a fellow Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, attract other academics from other institutions, and a general manager of Radio Niger and several other personalities to talk to the students and interact and share ideas regarding how reputation management can be effective using public relations and how strategic approaches can be adopted in bringing peace even among warring factions, especially considering the issue of Nigeria and Ghana, as we have noticed in the news in recent times.
In their separate lectures, the HOD of History Department, Dr. Suleiman Mohammed Evuti, General Manager, Radio Niger, Mohammed Kolos, Maimuna Mohammed Babangida of Flailers, amongst others, all charged students to develop themselves through symposium lectures to add value to the society, stressing that an event like this, it is an eye-opener, especially as it regards Nigerian public relations.
The essence of this workshop is to catch them young, which I think is very thoughtful of the Department of Mass Communication, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University, Lapai. When you start grooming the next generation of PR practitioner, you have to woo them. Let them know these are the essence, these are the rudiments of the profession, so that when they finally find themselves practicing as PR practitioners, they know that this is what is expected of them, and then they will be good PR practitioners that we can be proud of.
How many times have you seen media outlets come out openly to criticize American foreign policy, for example, or American domestic policies, or we think they don't have problems? Let me tell you one of the problems. United States of America has cumulative about 6 states in US that are the worst states you can ever be to.
Abubakar Sadiq is one of the course lecturer of the department, and he has this to say.
You know, at every point in our curricula, we try to bring in issues and events that are actually important and part of the growth of the students. Now, organizing such a symposium for students with this kind of theme will really expose them to the challenges and way forward with regards to Nigerian image abroad and how best students of this age and level can be able to pick up and ensure that they learn in order to avoid the mistakes that have been committed in the past with regards to the image of this country outside of these shores. So organizing the 2 themes, which is Nigeria's image abroad, the role of Nigeria Reputation Management Group, as you can see, was actually dealt with effectively by none other than a professional in person of Mr. Ake Abijule, FNIPR, and also the other topic, which was on the public relations as a tool for fostering peace. Case of the Nigeria Must Go saga in Ghana was also dealt with adequately by Ms. Maimuna. So these 2 topics are actually very good. They've enlightened us, they've broadened the students' knowledge, and it has put us in a situation whereby we have learned and we've understood the challenges and the way forward as to the image of this country abroad.
Amongst the students of the symposium and a course representative, Teresa Umaru maintained that involving media practitioners of this nature will reshape the students and applauded their lecturers and guests for doing justice to the topic.
One of the things I've learned in this program is that when it comes to public relations as a tool in fostering peace, it is good, and we need to involve practitioners. I think one of the things that we fail to do, because if we notice, most of the commissioners or ministers that have been appointed by the president, most of them, most times, are not related to that field. So by the time we give people that are PR practitioners, they will practice or be able to do their profession or carry out the profession well, compared to when you just give a layman that responsibility to handle.
The event came to an end with presentation of awards and certificates to personalities. I am Susan Delamy, reporting for NSTV.
And that report brings us to the end of the bulletin, but before I end the news, here are the recap of the major stories. Former Governor Mohammed Umar Bago has sympathized with the people of Bargu over a boat mishap. Niger State Governor has assured the military of his administration's continued support in the fight against insecurity. Niger State House of Assembly Standing Committee on Transportation has visited NDAs under its jurisdiction. That has been the size of our bulletin. Do stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs. I am Pamela Duma.